Hey guys, welcome to another day. Today, it's the episode after the last episode. So today, this thing's moving under its own power outside of here. So, let's get to it. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to lift the hood. We're going to check the fluids one more time. Got an e-brake cable hanging down here that's broken, and I'll show you all that. Left myself a little note right here. Let me show you. Let's get closer. It says e-brake cable, so that when I decide to jump in there, crank it up, and drive off, I don't catch anything on the e-brake cable. So yeah. You clean the windshield, you can't see through that side, you can kind of see through this side. So I'll wipe this all down. And the back window. Back window is just as bad. So, cake of layers of everything. And then eventually we'll start playing with the body. But for today, it's driving. Hopefully. Hopefully. So let's get into this and start looking at these fluids real quick. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to check is the oil. So, pulling this dipstick out. We're probably going to have to change it because, like I said, in the video of it starting, which I think was it the first video? It could have been the first Camaro video. Okay, look, it says full. Full. Doesn't look the greatest. It is clean oil. It hasn't been ran much, possibly maybe an hour at most since that first video. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to drive it once or twice, work out some kinks, and then after that we're going to start looking into changing the oil again. So that looks good. Let's check this power steering. It looks fantastic. It's full. Brake reservoir. Yep. So I don't like those. Yep, it's full. All right. Yeah, that's why you use a screwdriver or something. You don't pry with your fingers. So that all looks good. Need to check the transmission fluid, the water, and then tie these cables up. Yeah, so let's do that. All right, this side. Looking at water. It's got almost full. It's not all the way, but pretty close. And the transmission, it's back there in that corner if you can see it. We can't check it until the car's running. So, let's get this e-brake cable fixed. And then let's clean a little bit. Alright, looking down here, you got this cable, which is the e-brake cable itself to the pedal. So we're going to somehow just wrap it around or something and stick it in there with a zip tie. These other ones are to the very rear, and this is a part that was hooked to this. It's supposed to actually go above the mufflers, but the last person to have this ran it below the mufflers. So yeah, so I'm just going to have to figure something out with it so it just doesn't drag. So unless, yeah, I should be able to unhook it from itself, and then I'll just, ooh, that's bright, basically tie it to the body somewhere and not have an e-brake until I officially get a new cable, because that's supposed to have all thread on it, and it doesn't. So that's my last to do. So I'm going to unhook this and start zip tying these to the body. Yeah. Alright, so I found a line right here. It looks like the brake line. I'm just going to put this zip tie around it and secure this. So it's basically in line. There we go, that shouldn't go anywhere. I'm gonna clip it a little bit low so I remember where it is, so I don't have to go searching too much whenever I go to find it again. All right, and then these it should just pop through the middle. There we go. So probably same thing with this. I'll probably just route this out the way like this with another zip tie over the brake line again. Alright, looks good to me. I just gotta do the other side. Alright, this is water for right now in a Windex bottle because I don't have any Windex out here and I don't feel like going to get it right now. So let's pull stuff out from here. Whip this down real good. Try to get some of this. This isn't the prettiest thing. We can remove this now. But we can see kind of through the back window and the front window. Look at these. These are just a little dusty. I can still see through them. Alright, next is I got some gauges hanging here, and that's a 12 volt. I gotta look at that, but I need to move it so it's not hitting stuff. Next, I need to swing the whole back end of the car more center line with the doors, and hopefully those will turn. So I'm gonna put them on these dollies right here, swing the whole rear and line it up with that door so we can just whoop right back out into the street. So let's put these on some dollies. Not sure how much fuel's in here. Last time I put in 5 gallons-ish. So we're going to top it off because, like I said, almost none of my gauges work. The fuel level sending unit should tell me how much is in the fuel tank, but I don't trust that dash right now. So I'm going to put another 5 gallons in just to make sure I'm not pushing this thing back in here because of gas. So. Alright, well, I poured gas everywhere, but it's got gas. Oh wait, I want to put an additive in there. Alright, well, these dollies are wonderful. If you've ever had a pair or used one, awesome. If you haven't, what they do is they cinch around the tire up underneath. You can put a board on it like I used to have sitting on a flat so it still works. It has 4 casters. It can go any direction. You can pump it with your foot and it will lock or it will compress, and then when you reverse it, which is pushing this up, unlocking the foot mechanism, it'll push it back out so that you can release it from the tire as well. So it works pretty good. So we're going to see how this works without using the jack. And let's see. Alright, so you saw me struggle a little bit, but it kind of hasn't been used in a while. So it released afterwards. To bring it back, you just push the foot pedal and it ratchets its way back in, just like this. So this is your forward and reverse. Once you get to the place where you want to be, you just lock it in place like that, and it locks. It doesn't go either way. So it works. Good dollies. Alright, like the last thing we talked about doing was checking the transmission fluid. So popping the hood again, cranking the car up, seeing how it sounds. checking transmission fluid. Struggle. Sounds good. Drives okay on neighborhood roads. I gotta feather the throttle because it doesn't like it. So let's get back on my road and see how it does. Sounds like it's almost misfiring. Oh. All right, so these are BMW marks from a couple of years ago, and these are my new Camaro marks. They did pretty good. That was a short little thing. It wasn't like the BMW thing. If I can find it, I'll put it at the end of the video. But all in all, successful. It needs some work. I kind of washed it, at least the dust off. I didn't really put a whole lot of effort into scrubbing it. I sprayed up underneath a little bit to get some of the cobwebs and dirt and everything else out from up under it. It leaks a little bit of oil, so with it leaking oil, oh well. The water temp is not really going up too much, but it's staying extra cold. It doesn't drive too bad. There's a couple of quirky things. I didn't get up to speed. Like you saw, I just drove it around the neighborhood-ish. But, well, I like the stance of it like this. These are actually Roadster tires that I was borrowing. 14s in the front, 15s in the rear. I don't even know the size in the front, but it's like 275s in the rear, so it's like a 31 almost, which is crazy big. I didn't try and operate the air shocks in the back yet. The gas gauge, I guess, is working. I don't really know. They still got crap all in here. It's all still dusty. It really needs an actual bath. But all in all, yeah. So we're gonna see what this thing can do later. It does have a little bit of spunk in it. The carb is dirty and something's not right. So I'm gonna have to use some expertise on figuring out what's going on. It could just be the car just being dirty. So, yeah, stay tuned for another video because it's coming. The track days are coming. We do 8th mile here because the only other place that I know this 1/4 mile is an hour and a half west from here. I'll be going there one day, but not right now. So, thanks for joining in to another day on the shop. It runs, it drives, it does. We'll call them skids because it didn't do a burnout. So yeah. Check out Instagram for some giveaways. And thanks for joining in again.